Hello, friends. Welcome back to Shadow Play Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me here today. If you are new to the channel, welcome. Make yourselves at home. There is plenty of content to catch up on. And if you're returning, well, friends, you already know what's up. I tell you all the time, thank you so much. I appreciate you so much coming back and spending more of your precious time with me here on the channel. I'm very excited to get to today's reading. This is posting in the middle of Dia de los Muertos holiday, and it is definitely one of my favorite times of year. I connect with my ancestors and my loved ones who have passed on throughout the year, but this just makes it extra special. If you're not familiar with the holiday, this is just a time when we set up altars. Some of us have them year round, but we just add extra things to them where we bring our loved ones their favorite foods, things that they enjoyed doing, photographs, adding photographs of loved ones that have passed, friends, pets, even. It's just a very beautiful time to honor those that are no longer physically here with us, but still very much spiritually a part of our lives. So I wanted to get us today messages from our ancestors and guides. And we are just going to be asking the question, what is it that they would like you to know at this moment in time? And what is their guidance for you? You guys know what's up. It's a collective reading on YouTube. So just make sure to use your own discernment and take the messages that resonate to you and your life and your situation. We are going to be ending these readings today with these beautiful Dia de los Muertos oracle cards. So I will be pulling a message and reading from the guidebook. Yeah, you guys know what to do. We have three groups to choose from. We have group number one, group number two, and group number three. Whenever you're ready, I'll meet you at your reading. Hello, my group number ones. If you picked the sticker, then welcome to your reading, friends. Today, we're going to be looking into getting messages from your ancestors and your guides. What is it that they would like to communicate with you at this moment in time? My group number ones, you guys know what's up. It's a collective reading on YouTube, so it's super important that you use your own discernment. If you're not vibing with the energy, it just might mean that that part of the story isn't for you, or maybe the reading just isn't for you today. All right, my group number ones, we're going to be asking the question, what would your ancestors and your guides like you to know at this moment? And then we'll be asking, what's their guidance for you? We'll be ending your reading with one of these beautiful Dia de los Muertos oracle cards where I'll be reading from the book. And let's get to it. Thank you for joining me here today, friends. And thank you, Spirit, for allowing me to channel these messages today for my group number ones. Messages for my group number ones, please. Calling on their ancestors and their guides, their loving ancestors who are here to guide them. You know, not all of our ancestors that have passed are maybe working with us. So it's always good to add that intention in there. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number ones. Messages from me, their ancestors and guides. What can we know? What can you tell us? What is it that they would like my group number ones to know? What would my group number ones, ancestors and guides, like them to know at this moment in time? There's some kind of news coming. You're going to get some kind of news, or you're going to realize something. For a lot of you, it's in hindsight of why something didn't work out, or maybe you're getting news of a delay. Some of you guys could be realizing something about your love life. Oh, look at that. Okay, your guides are being very adamant right now that you need to protect your heart. You need to protect yourself from people, things, like wasting your time and energy. Like, you're someone who you're going to get like the things that you want. Like, you're magnetic and people are going to be drawn to that. And right now they're saying it's important for you to protect yourself. If you're dealing with someone new in love, you have to be careful. There's a feeling here of protect your space, protect your time, protect your energy, your body, even perhaps, right? There's a feeling here of you staying in your power, but there's energies around you that I feel are like tempting, or they're, they're trying to come in and take, is what I'm getting. Now, you may already know this, but I think you're going to learn something soon, or you're going to hear something or see something, and something, it's going to make sense as to why something didn't move forward. Yeah, no, whatever didn't move forward, it's not for you. And for some of you, this doesn't even have to be about romance. This could be like a job or a next phase in life, something that you felt you were ready for, or something that maybe you thought you wanted. Yeah, for a lot of you, it's dating. Why the Queen of Wands? This is a sign if you're dealing with someone who like isn't taking you seriously. They're saying, make sure you're not the Six of Pentacles in reverse. Make sure you're not the one that's over giving or over caring or putting too much. I don't want to say your expectations, maybe managing your expectations, because it does feel like there's energy here that if you're not aware, it could end up disappointing you. So that's why they're telling you, like, protect your space, protect your happiness. Don't let yourself like make rash decisions, or if you feel impulsive, um that might even be you kind of like fighting yourself on that, like um trying not to be that way, because sometimes it's like, yeah, no, this is about your boundaries. Sometimes in the moment we give in. um we could be impulsive in the moment, and then we end up kind of in some kind of cycle where it's like, yeah, it was fun in games, but now I'm frustrated. Now I feel like my energy, or I've been giving too much energy. There is a big, big, big message here about you guys protecting your energy. Um, Wherever you're pouring into, some of you are giving it to something that isn't gonna, it's not going to kind of give you back what you want, what you need, what you deserve, at least not at this moment in time. Now, for others of you, if this is about dating, it could be giving the same types a chance, because it's almost like they have the key to, I'm not going to say it's the key to your heart, it's your key to your something else. Whatever that is, right? Let's call it your passion, your desire, or what you find exciting. There's something here where it might leave you in a situation that isn't reciprocated, and then you feel stuck. Now, some of you could be finding yourselves in this Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords, Seven of Swords, or Seven of Wands energy. Interesting that I said Seven of Swords, but which is very defensive. I'm protecting myself now. So maybe some of you guys are very guarded, but it feels like there's conflict, or there's a need to protect yourself, or I don't know if it's other people that fight for your attention or your energy. Because it does feel like they're trying to point out something that maybe you do, or you were giving to, or you cared about, or you wanted to make happen. And I think it ended up kind of draining you, or at least it has the potential to. This is pointing out of situations that we might involve ourselves with, like voluntarily perhaps. And it just doesn't feel like it's the first time, or if it's a specific person, it's just it's maybe gone as far as it can right now, unless there's some level of growth that happens on this person's side. All right, let's see. What else, please? Messages from my group number ones, ancestors and guides. What would they like them to know right now? What would they like them to know? Interesting. They want you to kind of, okay, so the message is going to be different for everyone, because they could be talking about different sides of a spectrum. But for some of you, they want you to close off. If you've been making yourself too available, to these energies that are just kind of taking or leave you frustrated, leave you upset. And they want you to pull back and just kind of allow yourself enough space and time without any action, without kind of doing anything, without stirring the pot. And it's almost like you're going to see something or realize something. You're going to get a different perspective because there's some kind of lesson to learn here. And for some of you, maybe that's what you're not seeing at this moment in time. Now, for others of you, maybe this is talking about how being very, very closed off, how that's something that maybe you do need to work on, because maybe that's the opposite side of it, where you did deal with so many people or offers that didn't come in or situations that didn't happen, and you ended up closing off because of that. So I can't tell if it's one extreme to another, but I think for a lot of you, this is asking you to pull your energy back. It's almost like there's a need to recharge, and there's a lesson here as well to learn from that. Why the Five of Wands? There's a lot of like competitiveness or jealousy or competition that's coming in. Thank you, Spirit. For some of you, it's regarding work, your boss or the company, or there's something here about you. I don't want to say fighting because it doesn't necessarily have to be, but there's something here that you're dealing with and it's not providing for you. And if it's not work related and this is romance, it's like people that promise you or that make themselves out to be someone that is trustworthy and on the same level or stable and consistent, and they turn out to be the opposite. Because there's a focus and an energy here that's going back to this. And I feel like, again, it's leaving you feeling drained. Now, the Seven of Pentacles in reverse can also talk about the way we spend our money as well, not just time and energy and love, but there's a lot of frustration around something there that they keep bringing the focus. So the Wheel of Fortune. So there's something here about timing and revisiting or returning back to something when the time is right. But it feels like right now is not the time. Look at Ace of Cups, Ten of Wands. So beware of any new love or new offers right now. I would say this is going from now to the next like couple months that we're looking into. This is posting beginning of November. Oh my gosh, I can't even believe it. It's November. So yeah, this could be something that goes now through like the end of the year for some of you. All right, let's see what else. Thank you, Spirit. Messages from my group number twos. My group number twos? No way, I'm not there yet. My group number ones. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number ones, please. Messages for my group number ones. Guidance from their ancestors and guides. What is it that they would like my group number ones to know? What is their guidance for my group number ones? Thank you, Spirit. What is their guidance? What do my group number ones need to know? What do their ancestors and guides want them to know? What's their guidance for my group number ones? Messages for my group number ones. What's their guidance from their ancestors and guides? Oh, there's a feeling here of moving forward and moving on. I heard like better days or better times ahead. Messages for my group number ones. What's their guidance for my group number ones? There's a need here to separate yourself from whatever this is, that Five of Wands, the anger, the tension, the competitiveness, the jealousy. And there's a feeling here of moving towards the things that make you happy, that Ten of Cups. This could even be like a pattern or a behavior, something maybe that runs in your family, something that maybe you're actively working on and fighting to break out of. And there's a feeling here of moving on. This feels like a breath of fresh air, this energy that's coming through, but it does require you to be at peace. It requires you to sit still for a bit, perhaps. There's a lot of healing. Maybe this is even talking about family healing as well. Why the Nine of Swords in reverse? Oh man, you guys, slow and steady. They want to let you know that you are making progress. You may not see it because you're too close, but they have like all knowing aerial view. You know, it's like they're completely zoomed out. And it's almost like they're saying, like, it's all going to be okay, or you're heading in the right direction. Um, it may have been a long time or a long time coming, but look, like all of this energy literally feels so much cleaner and like refreshed than when where we were at. We have the Seven of Cups. Why the Five of Wands in reverse? Guidance for my group number ones. Guidance for my group number ones from their ancestors and guides. By the Ten of Cups. Why the Three of Swords in reverse? So this is also talking about lessons in ignoring your own happiness or not prioritizing what truly makes you happy. There's a feeling here of outside energies influencing you. This could be family or friends or lovers or people that you kind of are energetically giving to. There's just a feeling here of needing to kind of see something for what it is and allowing yourself to move on and move forward. This could even be from like people from the past, people that have hurt you, situations, you know. It doesn't even have to be one specific person. It could be this belief or this feeling that you've developed over time because of these experiences. There is an energy here of your love for yourself, for what you deserve, what you feel you deserve, and what you accept. There's differences there in those areas. This has been something that could have possibly been ignored in your family. The importance of being happy or the importance of being at peace. We could have prioritized other things. And that makes it very hard. And it also could be very confusing at times as you're going down your own path. It could feel that you're the different one. You're the one that, you know, you're not following the same as everyone else, or you're not content or happy with what everyone else seems to be, though, or the way that they say things should be. It's like some of you are also kind of dealing with that, right? And I do want to tell you, if that's how you're feeling, I do think you're finding your way. And even though you may not be able to see directly how that is, it's like every step forward that you take, every experience that you learn from, every boundary that you set, you're heading in that direction. I want to see what the Seven of Cups with the Devil in reverse is. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number ones. Why the Devil in reverse with the Seven of Cups? So some of you are realizing that maybe how you feel or how you process emotions, or maybe this is even like, maybe this stems even from when you were a kid. There's a feeling here of you maybe learning how to process your feelings, or even figuring out how you feel. It's almost like, I don't even know how I feel. Again, it just feels like there's a lot of confusion that's going to come through, but it's meant to kind of show you something and teach you different. Maybe you were also like discouraged sharing how you feel, or when you did, people around you seemed confused or seemed like they didn't get it. Maybe there's even an issue with a mother as well for some of you. But it does seem like there's messages here about moving through this and working through this and you going in that direction. Tell me about the Judgment in reverse. Some of you guys are saying no second chances. Some of you guys are realizing that people that left you confused with how they felt about you, like maybe you're also kind of realizing that you didn't see it before because you also came from a space of maybe being a little emotionally disconnected. Not because you chose to be, but life could have made you feel that way. Yeah, you guys could be saying no to something. Tell me about the Tower, and it's going to bring big change. Yeah, it's by you denying or declining or saying no to something, it's going to lead you to a better space and a better place. I see you elevating, being promoted in some way, whether that's actually or spiritually. Tell me about the Three of Swords in reverse and the Knight of Cups. And there's a feeling here of not fighting like the good things in life or love or romance. There's healing here that happens with that. Yeah, because it feels like it's very triggering. This, why is the Knight of Cups so triggering for my group number ones? Because of the past, because of what happened in the past. Yeah. Beware of anyone that wants a second chance, especially right now, if you guys are dealing with someone. If not, then that part of the message isn't for you. All right. They want you to be happy, but there's some adjustments that are needed, and it's not easy when you're living life, right? All right. Let's get you guys one of the oracle cards. Thank you, Spirit. Can we get an oracle card for my group number ones from their ancestors, please? What would they like my group number ones to know? Thank you, Spirit. Oops. We're just going to take the one that showed her face. So it's Corona de Flores, so flower crown. And that's number 12. Look how beautiful these are. All right. Yeah, these are definitely guidebook cards, which I don't normally do. I mean, I do them personally, but I don't normally do them on the channel. Okay, but we're going for it now. So, Corona de Flores, emerge into your full bloom glory. Message. My love, you've chosen this card because it is time to recognize how far you've come. On your journey of loss and gain, heartbreak and pain, and ultimately wisdom, you have been elevated to spiritual royalty. Take a deep breath and let yourself step into the role of king, queen, prince, or princess. You don't have to wait for a formal coronation, orchestra, or red carpet to usher you into enlightenment. Feel the crown of your head buzzing as the roof of your mind lifts and you feel me communicating with you. This card invites you to raise all you've learned and earned, including your heartache, to the level of art. It's normal to value the vibrant blossoming buds over the mulky, dank undersoil it takes to grow them. But you know that without the gestation in the spaces we can't see, there would be no lilies, roses, lilacs, or marigolds to adorn your hair and beautify your altar in the light of day. Take heart in knowing I am with you, loving you, supporting you, uplifting you through all your phases and stages, especially those in which you can't see or feel me. Meaning, flower crowns and wreaths are integral to festivals, weddings, funerals, and Dia de los Muertos, symbolizing romance, love, peace, femininity, protection, fertility, and connection to nature. The spiritual, medicinal, and decorative value of flowers and their ability to adorn and enliven an altar, grave, ceremony, or person has roots in agrarian societies that lived in harmony with the land and seasons. Practical and ceremonial, flowered crowns could also illustrate status and accomplishment. Flower crowns are back in fashion with fervor during Dia de los Muertos, thanks largely to the late Frida Kahlo, a Mexican artist celebrated the world over. Frida was known for her signature floral look as a deliberate contrast to her challenging life in brutally honest self portraits. It's believed that Frida used her wreaths as subtle and not so subtle rebellious messages reflecting her stance on political issues, free spiritedness, and sexuality. In the image, there is a wreath behind our dear skeleton Frida, who is wearing a flower crown on her head. Funerary wreaths usually carry a dedicatory message from relatives, friends, and family members written on a ribbon. These wreaths are brought to the velorio, which is the wake, and carried ahead of the casket in the procession to the church and onto the cemetery where they are staked around the tomb. Flowers are the ultimate symbol of the life, death, life cycle, which we were all part of. When we interact with flowers, whether they adorn a grave, an altar, our hair, or otherwise, we are symbolically connected to the earth and the heavens. With our bodies as the bridge, the crown of our heads become the mantle of enchanted wisdom. Mantra: I allow my mind like a flower to open to the wisdom of the heavens, so that my grief might become the rich soil wherein grows the garden of my new bond with my beloved. I love those messages. They're so beautiful. I actually added fresh flowers. We have marigolds today for our reading. My group number ones. That is what I have for you today. If you're interested in this deck, this is it. It's called Dia de los Muertos Oracle. I bought it at a friend's shop, but I'm sure you could probably find it online if you're interested. Thank you so much for joining me here today. I hope you enjoyed the messages. Please take care of yourself, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks, guys. Hello, my group number twos. If you picked this sticker, then welcome to your reading, friends. Today we have a special little reading where we're going to be asking the question, what do your ancestors and your guides want you to know at this moment in time? We're also going to be asking for what is their guidance for you. This is a very special time of year when this reading is posting and when I'm filming it. We are coming up on the holiday Dia de los Muertos. If you're not familiar, it's a traditional holiday. I believe I'm Mexican, so I don't know if I think countries outside of Mexico also celebrate it. Maybe they call it something different, but it's basically it's about almost a week long celebration where every night we celebrate different spirits that have passed on. So the veil is very thin. If you've heard that term being used right now, it's because right now, spirits on the other side are able to kind of come in pretty easily and give us messages and give us signs. So I thought it'd be a good time to connect with them for the collective. So, with all that being said, friends, just keep in mind it's a collective reading on YouTube. We never know what's going to come through. So just, stay aware. If something happens to be confusing or anything like that, it just may not be your story today. All right, my group number two, thank you for joining me here today. We are going to be ending this reading with one of these beautiful Dia de los Muertos oracle cards. I will be reading from the book with that. And let's see what your ancestors and your guides want you to know right now. All right, thank you, Spirit, for allowing me to channel these messages today for my group number twos. Messages for my group number twos, please, Spirit. Messages for my group number twos. What do my group number twos, ancestors and guides, want them to know? What is it that they would like them to know at this moment in time? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number twos, please. What would their ancestors and guides like them to know at this moment in time? Messages from their ancestors and guides. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number twos, please. Messages from their angels, ancestors, and guides. I said angels on that one. Some of you guys got some guardian angels, some loved ones that are protecting you, very protective of you. Right, we have the Ace of Wands, we have the Eight of Swords. Let's see, messages from my group number twos, please. What would their ancestors and guides like them to know? We have the Seven of Wands, Judgment, Four of Pentacles. Some of you guys are afraid to make a move, or If it's not that you're afraid to make a move, I don't know. Okay, this Eight of Swords and this Four of Pentacles makes me feel like I'm stuck, I'm trapped. The space is small, but there's also like protective energy around it. This could also be like you're closing off, but you guys do have a new beginning or you have something exciting that you're manifesting. Maybe you're very protective of what your dreams, what they are, or what you truly want, as you should be. But let's just see if this level of protectiveness is working for you or if it's holding you back a little bit. Why the Eight of Swords, please? Messages for my group number twos. Messages for my group number twos. Thank you, Spirit. What would their ancestors and guides like them to know? Why the Seven of Wands? Why the Judgment card? Why the Four of Pentacles? And why the Knight of Swords? Okay, so you guys are either holding on to something that already happened, or you know that you're closed off. Like there's something here that we're holding on to it pretty tight. Maybe it's even control. But this Lovers in reverse and this Queen of Cups almost tells me that sometimes maybe your emotions are taking over in a way that has you making decisions or brings you to a stop or holds you back, because you've maybe had to learn to defend yourself or you had to protect yourself. But because of that, you might be closing yourself off to something that you're actually trying to manifest into your life. This Ten of Wands tells me that you guys have put in a lot of work or a lot of effort. Either that or there's a lot on your mind that weighs on you and makes you feel stuck. And this Queen of Cups in reverse tells me like whoever I'm reading for today isn't emotionally grounded. And because of that, we're pushing away things that may be good for us because we're afraid. This says that you already know or you've already seen. I also feel like your guides have tried to send you messages in the form of signs or, I don't know, coincidences for some of you. It almost feels like little breadcrumbs kind of trying to lead the way, but maybe you don't really see them or take them into account, or you get in your head. Maybe you're like, I'm imagining it, or because there's almost a feeling of I'm talking myself out of something. Tell me more, please. What would my group number two's ancestors and guides like them to know? Tell me about this manifestation. What is it about the thing they're making happen? What is this about? The Six of Pentacles. Okay, so there's some kind of either deep-rooted belief that you have about yourself or your circumstances that is keeping you in spaces and places where it makes you feel like you need to do more of the work. You need to put in more effort. If this isn't working, maybe I need to go harder, or I need to be more understanding. Or I don't know. There's almost a feeling here of there's a sign that's shown, but we might be making excuses for why we're still doing the same thing or involved in the same thing or feel the same way that we have been. This could even be bigger than you. Like this could be one of those things where it's like, yeah, it runs in the family, or this belief has been rooted and there's a lot of unlearning to do. But at the end of the day, I think a lot of us are afraid to be successful in career, in relationships, in life. And that might sound kind of silly. And maybe, of course, everyone has their own opinion. This is just mine. But what I mean by that is, what would it really mean if I allowed myself to shine as brightly as I could? That would mean that I am breaking a mold, because now I'm not living like 98% of people around me. Now I'm doing things differently. Now I know my worth and I know what I deserve. And now I'm open to this level of love, reciprocity, success, money, like whatever it is, right? But what if my childhood told me otherwise? And maybe it didn't flat out tell me otherwise, but maybe the way I saw my family live, my parents treat each other, the way they treated me, my siblings, like whatever it is, there's this deep rooted thing that is kind of working against you a little bit when it comes to this dream that you want to make happen, this desire, the things that you want. Now, maybe there's a focus here on relationships, friendships, partnerships, things that have fallen away. I do think you are being comforted in this reading about if you felt like you've gone through some kind of shedding of people or releasing or needing to. It's like, know that there's comfort because there's still a lot more life to live. There's still a lot more to come. By you leaving these things behind, it doesn't dictate what's heading your way in the future, because there's a lot of emotional reacting here, and it is brought on by other people or by fear of that is brought on from the past about relationships and dynamics with others, whether that's friendships or romantic relationships or even our career, how we view that. Tell me about the 7 of Wands with the Queen of Cups. What would my group number two's ancestors and guides like them to know? Why the 7 of Wands with the Queen of Cups in reverse? The Star card. Afraid to shine. Yeah, there's a lot of wounding here. Um, yeah, maybe some of you guys are like the firsts, you know, the firsts to break out of this, or the first to work for yourselves, or start a business, or be unconventional in some way. And there's a lot of integrating that needs to happen from that pain or that anxiety or that thing, that needs unlearning into who you're becoming, so that you can be open to what it is that you want and dream of for your life, that lifestyle, that relationship, that community of friends, that whatever it is for you, because it's different for everybody. But look how powerful this is. Such a beautiful energy to come out together, that Ace of Wands and the Magician. Tell me about the Judgment and the Lovers in reverse. So sometimes you might fight for or choose things that maybe aren't the best for you. Like maybe you're putting some kind of greater good above your needs first, or because this Lovers in reverse tells me that you're not choosing with your heart, and this Queen of Cups in reverse kind of doubles down on that, because we can't choose with our heart because our heart is blocked off, or we're making a little bit of irrational decisions sometimes based off of how we feel in that moment in time, or you know there could be a little bit of impulsivity as well. There's an importance here of aligning with the people that are like not just meant for you, but you guys have like common goals, common interests. You understand each other. You're not constantly having to explain yourself. You're not constantly having to um maybe defend yourself in some way. That could be this old energy that is being pointed out. Tell me about the 4 of Pentacles with the Ace of Swords. Messages for my group number twos. What would their ancestors and guides like them to know? You guys might be holding on to people and dynamics. They've shown you who you are or who they are. Believe them the first time type of vibes. Like people here could have already shown you, and your childhood or your past tells you, I just got to try harder, or maybe you let them kind of, maybe they have a little too much power over your emotions, and there's a need here to learn from that. Beware of holding on to people that it's more work to make the relationship work or the dynamic work than you're getting joy and growth out of it. Even if this is talking about work, same thing. It's getting yourself stable enough in the emotions to be able to kind of think rationally. Because once you kind of see through this, you're going to be able to make decisions. I'm getting that maybe it's a little hard to make decisions in this energy too. And if this is talking about romantic interest, then just be aware of your attachment style, or why you're drawn to them. Why do you keep trying to make it work? If, again, it's like all these things that they're not fun questions to ask ourselves, but they're absolutely important. You have a lot of sixes on the table, which I love. Six to me is a good number in tarot. What I don't love though is that the lovers and the six of wands, we want these upright. We want to have success and we want to be aligned with what's for us. But the spaces that you're trying to seek this right now, you're not going to get that. It's almost like we're trying to get someone to pay attention to us, or we're trying to get that success where we're at, not realizing that by us, not realizing that we're kind of being shown something to learn here. And this does stem from either deep-rooted beliefs growing up, or stability, finances, career, long-term relationships. There's something here about a lack of success in that area, and making a choice and a decision to kind of learn something in order to be open to accept what we really want, that manifestation, that thing we want. This could even be for some of you love. Maybe some of you aren't really sure what you want in love. That happens. We could be like, I want, we see something on TV where it's, the couple that gets along great, and they're in bed at the end of the night, and that's all we see, and we're like, oh, I want that. I want someone to watch Netflix with, or I want this and that. And then we don't think of all the other stuff that goes with it, of what do I truly need on my day-to-day life? How do I live my life? How do I live at my optimum best? And what type of partner do I need in order to grow with me, or open me up to different ways? Like there's just things here that go beyond the direct thing we might be focusing on, or what's holding us back. There's a bigger picture. I hope that made sense. All right. So being clear with what it is that you want so that you can recognize it when it gets here. All right, let's continue. Let's ask what their guidance for you is. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number 2s, please. Guidance from their ancestors and guides for my group number 2s. Guidance for them, please. Guidance for my group number 2s from their angels and guides. What's their guidance for my group number 2s? What's their guidance for my group number 2s? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number 2s from their ancestors and guides. What's their guidance, please? All right, Ace of Cups, King of Cups. All right, this feels like a new beginning. Messages from my group number 2s, please. What's the guidance from their ancestors and guides? Guidance. Oh man, they want you to let go. They want you to let go of something in order to have this. This feels like a new emotional beginning. This also feels like emotional maturity. This feels like getting out of a space of feeling trapped or feeling stuck and being open. Yeah, this feels like open to learning, open to opportunity, open to love. For some of you, this could be love that starts as a friendship. But this requires you to walk away from a lot of things. What those things are, only you'll know. It's time here to disengage or leave them behind. It doesn't mean you don't care about them. It just means that you're mature enough to realize that that no longer applies. And it's time for you to move forward for the people, the things, the opportunities that are meant for you. This Two of Cups, for some of you, it's absolutely a relationship, but for others of you, this is the relationship within yourself. This is you coming into union with yourself and you being open, and you being able to align yourself with experiences and people and things that are meant to be a part of your journey instead of make you feel stuck and trapped and small. I do feel that a lot of this is growth on your side as well. This is also being better with boundaries, taking care of yourself, prioritizing as well. If money has been an issue, this even feels like it increases that because you're now opening yourself up to something different. You could even be like realizing your worth. Tell me about the Page of Pentacles with the Ten of Swords. Healing from something that didn't work out. Yeah, this could be you bringing an ending to things and you learning a different way. This is heading in a new direction. Tell me about that. Yeah. I see you guys learning something. For some of you, it could actually be like school. It doesn't have to be. For others of you, this could even be like learning how to do something online that's going to then make you more money, or it's going to bring you more security. Why the Ten of Swords? Your new beginning and your success is going to cost you an ending. So there's a little bit of self-sabotage. It's okay. We all do it. But you have to choose with your heart. And if you can't right now, then that's a sign to get yourself well enough or like balanced enough to be able to kind of get in touch with how you feel and get more grounded in the situation. For some of you, this is talking about leaving the past in the past. And I see you guys possibly meeting someone new or a water sign or connecting with someone that's emotionally mature, but you're also in a place where you can accept it. For others of you, this might be talking about a job. I do see it's right on the other side of this, all these swords of letting go. The Devil at the bottom of the deck, Page of Wands in reverse, procrastination, and there's a need to grow here and mature because this is what's holding you back right now. For some, maybe it's a pattern or an addiction or a behavior or just self-sabotage all around, right? All right, friends. The ending of your reading felt really nice. When things don't feel nice, it feels very hot around me when I'm reading and I start to get like really uncomfortable. Someone called me out on sounding irritated the other day, and I'm like, yeah, energy definitely comes through that irritates. But moving into the guidance for you, not saying yours was irritating, I'm just describing how it feels. Moving into the guidance for you, I started to feel cool air at my feet, and everything just kind of cools down. That the flame on that candle is moving too, and this other one isn't. It's kind of funny. All right, let's get you guys an oracle card. I think I mentioned I'm going to be reading from the book for these. But let's get you one last message from your ancestors and guides. Thank you, Spirit. A message from my group number 2s, please. You get a message from their ancestors guides. Thank you, Spirit. Just one. These are, oh, okay. We have Árbol de la Vida. So that means tree of life, number 44. I did add our flowers here, our marigolds here. And they're all over this deck. If you're interested in this deck, it's called Dia de Los Muertos Oracle. So this is definitely a guidebook situation. At least for me it is. The messages are so deep and insightful. So if you're into it, let's get to it. Oh, you know what? I think that's the last card in this deck. Okay, it is the last card in this deck. So it's kind of like the World card. I mean, in my head, that's how it translates. So the end of cycle. So I guess Tree of Life. All right. All right, we have stand tall, knowing you are rooted to infinity, integrating heaven and earth. We did talk about grounding and rooted. All right, message. My special one, you've chosen this card today because it is time to understand the mighty root system sustaining you. Dig past the topsoil of all you've been taught and behold your inner connection to life, your ancestors and departed loved ones, and me. If you ever feel alone, remember your inescapable interrelationship with nature. In the same way a simple tree teems with life, from buzzing insects to crawling creatures living in its crooks and beneath its roots, to the winged ones nesting on its lofty crown, there is so much more happening within you and me that meets the eye. There is an entire production on both sides of the veil, a whole ecosystem of which we are both an intrinsic part. We both are ebbing and flowing through the constant life and death cycle, gestating through renewal and decay, inhaling and exhaling. Giving and receiving, we transform our metaphoric carbon dioxide into oxygen for the other to breathe. Be like a tree today, my love. Feel me holding you up. Stand proud with your feet on the ground. Feeling free to grow tall in your unique self expression. In your deepest despair, spread your arms wide and lift your head to the heavens, delighting when the wind ruffles your leaves. And when you need support, think of me like a tree. Lean on me. Let me provide shade and fruit off my branches for you, and sense me gallantly bowing to you in reverence for all that you are and all that you are growing into. Meaning, trees, because they generously bear fruit and shade, are considered one of the most sacred symbols throughout every culture and religion. To the most pre Hispanic cultures, the árbol de la vida is believed to be immortal because even if as it ages, with the help of wind and rain, it scatters its self replicating seeds. Even on its deathbed, it is a symbol of growth, strength, eternal life, fertility, good health, and a bright future. The Árbol de la Vida was inspired by the rich and multifaceted beliefs of Mayans, Aztecs, and Kabbalistic Jews who fled from Spain to Mexico during the Inquisition. Unfortunately, it followed them and practiced their faith in secret, publicly professing Catholicism. The tree of life is believed to be the axis mundi, axis or pillar of the world. It unites the underworld, roots, earth, trunk, and heaven's high branches. The tree of life motif is a common design element in Metepec, Mexico, where artisans are known for crafting elaborate clay cultures or sculptures. Sorry. Trees may depict Dia de los Muertos, the Garden of Eden, mermaids, acrobats, musicians, weddings, fiestas, birds, flowers, or anything else that inspires the creator. Mantra: my powerful roots give me the strength to reach high, bend and weather any storm that blows my way. I love that. I also love that this talks about still like having beliefs, but practicing Catholicism like outwardly, publicly, which is so funny because I think a lot of Catholics, I know myself being Mexican and raised Catholic, it's like, yeah, we may have been raised Catholic, but we still go back to our indigenous beliefs, our roots, and divination. So, yeah, holler at me if you're the same. Leave me a comment down below. Friends, I'm going to leave this here so you can take a look in case you like this Oracle deck. I personally bought it from a friend's store, but I'm sure you can get them online if you're interested. My group number 2 is that's what I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I hope it resonated. Please take care of yourselves, and I'll catch you at the next one. Thanks, guys. Hello, my group number 3s. If you picked the sticker, then welcome to your reading, friends. Today we have a special little reading lined up. We're going to be getting messages from your ancestors and your guides and seeing what is it they would like you to know at this moment in time. We're going to be asking for what guidance they have for you. And yeah, we're going to be using our Dia de los Muertos Oracle over here, where I will be reading from the book at the end of the reading. And yeah, as I've been mentioning in the other groups, this is a very special time of year when this reading is posting. It is the middle of Dia de los Muertos holiday. If you're not familiar, this is just a time of year where we take extra time and extra care to honor our loved ones that have passed, including pets. So yeah, we celebrate them in different ways. I personally keep an altar up all the time with pictures of my loved ones and my pets that have passed. And I always have candles going for them. But this time of year specifically, I decorated a little bit more. We have our marigolds here today. We had foods, their favorite foods, the games that they used to like to play. We shared drinks with them. Yeah, it's a time when they come and visit. So if you hear the phrase that the veil is thin, it is. That just means it's easier for them to communicate with us at this time. So maybe you've also kind of felt presence around you. But yeah, my group number threes, let's get to it. Let's see what's going to come through for you today. As always, though, you guys know what's up. It's a collective reading on YouTube. So please only take what resonates and leave the rest for someone else. Yeah, if something happens to not be vibing or if it's confusing, it just may not be your reading today. All right, my group number threes, thank you for joining me. Let's get to it. Thank you, Spirit, for allowing me to channel these messages today. For my group number threes, messages for my group number threes from their ancestors and guides. What do their ancestors and guides want them to know? What do my group number threes, ancestors and guides want them to know? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number threes, please. What do their ancestors and guides want them to know? Messages from their ancestors and guides, please, for my group number threes. What do my group number threes need to know right now? Messages from their ancestors and guides. What is it that they need to know? What is it that their ancestors and guides want to let them know right now? Messages from my group number threes. Messages from their ancestors and guides. Oh my gosh, you guys. I'm sorry, I'm laughing because I think you're going to get something that you want, or you're living out some kind of dream right now and you don't see it. You're like, meh, I don't have the one thing I want, or I don't have it, like there, or this isn't how I wanted it. It's not the color I wanted. There's something here where they're pointing out, like, hey, you've put in a lot of work, you've done a lot, but if this isn't you, then you're gonna know it's not for you. But some of you maybe are feeling a little jaded right now, or maybe because you've had your nose down in the books, or you're over here head down focused on your goals. um, Maybe there's a little bit of losing sight, but we'll see what this is. I feel like I love that we came out with the Nine of Cups and that Page of Wands. It tells me that creatively, you're in a good place right now. I do feel like you guys are living out some kind of dream. We have the Five of Cups in reverse. I feel like better days are here, or they're coming. Why the Nine of Cups? Messages for my group number. You're just tired, babes. It's like you worked so hard, or you've done so much, and now you're not easily impressed, right? Now, if this is talking about love, this could be that you're just focused on other things. And I don't necessarily know if this is love. This would be dating, or this would be having more fun, having more joy and excitement in your life. But I am more so getting that there are good things around you, but your perspective on them, you're not maybe seeing them fully. You're coming off as being very fiery. Maybe you guys are fire signs, don't have to be, but look, all of these that have to do with kind of a person are all fire. Tell me about the Queen of Wands in reverse. Yeah, that's not surprising. Why the Four of Cups? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number threes. What would their ancestors and guides want them to know? What do they want us to talk about? Tell me about the Eight of Pentacles. And tell me about the Five of Cups in reverse. I just feel like maybe you guys are like closed off. You focused on healing, maybe actually focused on your goals makes you feel better. Um, but I am feeling like there's good, but I'm generally dissatisfied, is what it feels like. Emotionally, mentally drained. I'm almost just what is that, like pounding at the pavement, or I don't know, what is that when you guys are hammering at the stone? What, I don't know, guys, you're hammering away at your pentacle, and everything else just kind of like, I'm over it, or like, I don't even want that anymore, because there's a sense here of it's easier to be closed off because it allows you to focus on the things you need to focus on. Let's see why it's coming through like this, though. It's not coming through in a way of, it's coming through as like emotionally closed off or being frustrated. Tell me about the Nine of Cups with the Nine of Wands. So you've been feeling like this for a while, or you've been wanting something for a while. Those two nines, the Death card. You want some kind of change, or you had to bring some kind of change. Maybe you found yourself, I do feel like it's been a little mentally taxing or emotional or spiritually taxing what you've been through or what got you to this point. You didn't just wake up and decide to be this way one day. Tell me about the Page of Wands and the Knight of Wands. What's all this fun? What's all this party that my group number 3 isn't really into? The Ace of Cups, bitch. I don't want it. I don't want it. um, there's something. There's something coming in. There's something here. There's a new beginning. Tell me about the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Cups in reverse. Why are my group number 3s feeling this way? Messages from their ancestors and guides. What do they want them to know? Why are they? Because something's maybe been unconventional, or now maybe you're a little bit of running away from certain things. Maybe you went from a space of having to protect yourself and having to kind of work your way up, and now that you're here, now it's maybe like people want to become a part of your life, or someone wants to date you, or new love is here, a new opportunity, and you're like, man, I'm fine, I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing. And there is a little bit of a runner. Now I also feel like you're breaking away from something. You're breaking away from maybe what was expected of you, or maybe what you thought you were dedicated to. It's almost like there's a different path here that things have taken. But because of that, that's also, it's almost become a little numbing. Tell me about the Four of Cups with the Two of Pentacles. You may go back and forth where you want this and then no, you don't. Tell me about the Four of Cups with the Two of Pentacles. King of Cups in reverse. You could be dealing with someone or just ignoring people in general. So opportunity is here, but you're not really into it. Tell me about the Eight of Pentacles with the Page of Pentacles in reverse. It's almost like you're working on something and maybe you don't want to be seen. Or it's also like you're not giving your attention to other things. Also, be careful at putting all your focus and your work and dedication onto something that isn't fulfilling to you. Because again, there's this feeling of, I got what I want, or something that I want is showing up, but now that it's here, I'm not really into it, or I'm not giving it my attention. Why the Five of Cups in reverse with the Judgment? What was that? The Five of Pentacles. One more. Maybe you feel like powerless. Maybe there's still a lack mentality, or you feel left out, or maybe you're purposely kind of shutting things out or people out, and you know this. Why the Magician in reverse? The High Priestess. Maybe you're not even talking. I feel like you know this. There might be some kind of fear here of stepping into your full power. Was that this reading that I was talking about that? Maybe there's another group that was calling to you, because I feel like I just said that somewhere. No, you're triggered by relationships. A lot of you are. But here's the thing is that if you've been in situations where it's a constant, you end up like on the, I hate saying the shit end of the stick, but you know what I mean? Like, if you're the one that ends up overgiving, overcaring, getting hurt, like there's lessons here that you needed to learn in regards to that, or there's big lessons here that they want you to learn. But like I said, it almost feels like it's numbing at this point. What else? Messages for my group number threes. For some of you, this could be this could be you feeling this way about maybe your career, your job that you've kind of made for yourself, or you're kind of over it. No, you guys have a new opportunity coming. Your guides are very adamant about this. What do my group number threes, ancestors and guides, want them to know about this beginning, this new opportunity? You guys have a lot of new, you don't see it for what it is. Okay, so for some of you, this is you having some kind of old mentality or old way of thinking things, and that's what's keeping you in this energy. Or maybe you're unsure. And for others of you, this could be talking about the lessons, what they were about. It could have been about maybe blindly kind of giving to situations. But more so than anything, I feel like this is what's stopping you guys now, or maybe why it makes like things kind of hard to believe, or why, like I said, it almost feels like it's been a little mind numbing. What else, please? What do they need to know about this opportunity? It feels like it's heading your way quickly. Yeah. There's something here that's meant for you, but you wouldn't have been ready for it before because you wouldn't have known what to ask or speak your mind or hold the boundaries or demand more. Like there's something here that I think that you needed time to kind of grow into that as well. Because I think this, whatever this new thing is, if it's a new relationship or a new job or a new opportunity to do something big, it's going to require you to think differently than maybe you used to in the past. All right, let's see. Let's see what else this is talking about. Thank you, Spirit. What else, please? Messages for my group number threes. What's my group number threes, ancestors and guides? What's their guidance for my group number threes? What else do they need to know about this new opportunity? What's the guidance for them? What do they need to know about these opportunities that are heading their way? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number threes. What's their guidance from their ancestors and guides for my group number threes? My group number threes guidance, please. My group number three's guidance. Messages for my group number threes. What's their guidance? Ten of Swords. There's some kind of tough ending that you already went through. And this is talking about success after that and overcoming. Maybe there's fear here of like long-term failure or like failure to get to where you want to be. But this is, it almost feels like you guys either already paid your ticket price by going through the difficult thing, going through the growth. And now um, it feels like, look at this beautiful energy. This is successful for the long term. This is because you made some kind of change. Messages for my group number threes. Or there was some kind of ending that was necessary. Yeah. No, this is big. This is you coming into union with people, things that are meant for you. This is like energy that's going to have you being able to like buy a house, right? Or maybe for some of you it's get married or elevate, get promoted to that position that we want, a reason to celebrate. And we're leaving the past in the past, or what already happened. The Tower. Interesting. What's the guidance, please? What's the guidance? Why the Six of Wands? There is a big, oh my gosh. I just started hearing the Rocky music. Not you going up the Rocky stairs. Literally, this is your Rocky moment. You guys, you guys, if you don't know what that is, it's okay. But for those of you that do, then you know what's up, because this literally feels like victory after something fucked up. After something fucked us up with that Ten of Swords and that Tower. And then we have the Six of Wands and the Three of Swords in reverse. It's victory. Why the 10 of Pentacles? Messages for my group number threes. Why the Queen of Pentacles? Oh, okay. So here's a side message for some of you. We're going to take this right. All right. So there's a feeling here of you being very private or privacy when it comes to your long term. Whatever it is that you want or that you need or that you're working towards. This Four of Pentacles makes me feel like I'm protecting it and I'm keeping it to myself. The Four of Pentacles also talks about being very in control or being controlling or being like a little stingy or greedy. But it doesn't, to me, with this Ten of Pentacles, it kind of overpowers it because the Ten of Pentacles talks about long-term legacy, family, you know. Maybe you guys are holding on to your family or are holding on to what this is. I feel like you're making something happen, but it feels like it requires you to be your authentic and true self. And it requires you to also admit whatever it is, things that you know you need to work through, admitting them to yourself in order to be able to work those through those things. There's also, this could also be lack of trust. I don't know if it's lack of trust in yourself or others or where your future is heading, but it seems like this is all very stable energy. I do think things have been revealed to you. And they weren't meant to shock you and leave you stunned. They were meant to, maybe surprise you, but lead you to growth and lead you to more things. You're manifesting this could be soulmate, twin flame, partnership. This is all big energy that you're manifesting, but it's going to require you to heal from the past or heal from whatever is kind of holding you back now. Why the Ten of Swords? What's their advice and guidance from their ancestors and guides? Why the Ten of Swords with the Tower? What's that about? Overcoming. Yeah, recovering from that. It's like those days are behind. Why the Six of Wands with the Three of Swords in reverse? Messages for my group number threes. What's their guidance from their ancestors and guides? What guidance do they have? Staying hopeful. Maybe maybe there's been delays. Maybe you don't trust yourself in being successful, or you don't trust that you'll have this long-term relationship or this or that. And there's something here that's showing you otherwise. Look, you have a counterpart showing up. You and this person are going to be very private. It's like you guys are going to be the family members or the people that have this like your bank account runs deep, or you guys do a lot that you don't tell other people. You guys could even do things for community. You guys could be one of those people that does like anonymous donations, like things like that, where people have no idea what you guys have going on. You and this person or you and this partnership are very grounded and very slow moving, and it's taken a long time. Both you and this person are kind of successful in your own ways, and it's taken a while. And that's why it's tested your trust, and it's tested your trust and your faith. I think all of this is on its way to you, honestly. Why the Nine of Swords in reverse with the Seven of Swords in reverse? Yeah. All right. So just be ready, because in the energy that you're in right now, you're saying, no, no, I don't want it. I don't want it. Yeah. Because you're not happy about something. You might be questioning it. Yeah. Making up excuses. All right. Interesting, you guys. What in the whole new life? Two of Cups. I think you go back and forth over what you want from either relationship, partnership, career. There's some figuring out. Maybe there's also like certain people didn't work out for a reason, or things are being cleared out of your life. Jobs didn't work out, or there's something here where it feels like the thing that is for you is already on its way. but there's a little bit of fine tuning that needs to happen on your end from the energy that I was picking up on. All right, let's get one of these beautiful Dia de los Muertos oracle cards for you guys before we close out your reading. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number 3s, please. Oh, okay. Ooh, we have comida, which is food, number 18. All right. Maybe there's something important about the number 8. Let's see. What does comida mean? I can already tell it probably means nourishing the soul, perhaps, or how we connect with people. Okay, so it says, feast on that which fortifies your soul and fast from that which doesn't. My beloved, in the moments of your deepest ache, ask yourself what you truly hunger for. Are you craving more time with me? Are you ravenous for a sense of reconnection? Do you desire proof that I survived death? Or do you want a clear, consistent way to communicate with and receive guidance from my spirit? The good news is that there is an all-you-can-eat buffet available to you to satiate your spiritual needs and curiosities at all times. Your human aspect hungers for the physical relationship we once shared. Although my body is no longer a vessel, I inhabit on earth, and grieving that form is understandable. Know that the true me, the real me, the me I've been all along, is still here, often standing by your side. My desire for you, my love, is that you move through the grief you feel as you must, but that you realize sooner than later there is a cornucopia of delights prepared just for your consumption. And when you find it and indulge in it, you will be so well fed that you'll never hunger again. That's so interesting, you guys, because all those aces were total cornucopia vibes. You guys got all the aces in your reading. So there's a sense here of you enjoying them. Very interesting. All right, we have meaning. During Dia de los Muertos, the favorite meals of the departed are placed on altars as offerings. This might include tamales, tacos, fruit, or pan de muertos, which is Day of the Dead bread. The comidas, meals, we share with our loved ones create powerful connections. The tantalizing smell, taste, and texture of our favorite foods can bring us back to our favorite memories. Food can represent values, customs, beliefs, knowledge, and food for thought, and remind us of our stories and heritage. Mantra: I feed my body, mind, and soul to enliven my spirit and strengthen my connection to my ancestors. I love that, friends. If you're interested in this oracle deck, that is what it's called, Dia de los Muertos Oracle. I bought it at a friend's shop, but I'm sure you can get them online if you're interested. My group number 3s, that is what I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I hope it resonated. Please take care of yourselves, and I'll catch you at the next one. Thanks, guys.